Last time on Lawful Stupid.
What is your name? Did we somehow are rude of us?
You may call me Drakar.
We're looking for someone who's got great powers, perhaps like your master. And so if we find him, we find who we're looking for, and we get out of here.
Fair is fair, I suppose. I could take you to our territory, and then I could call my master, but I'm not taking you directly to my master. That's just out of the question.
And he takes the claw and he just points into the sky and he drags down, almost like cutting the air itself. And when he opens, there's like a red glow that comes out.
Let's go. Everyone first, because when I go through, that door closes.
In the distance, you guys see like a half-elf walk towards you guys. Welcome. It's not often we have otherworlders here. You can call me the proprietor. What are you attempting, dear?
To get our stuff back and just put our world back in order. I don't know what happened, but something's wrong.
A Time Lord like yourself decided to trample around other worlds?
I'm following the traces of where our time cradle is, yes?
You're brave. I love it. And if you'll remember, dear friends, you ended the last episode essentially telling the proprietor why you were there, what you were trying to do, and his last response essentially was, "You're brave and I love it."
Darling looks smug.
So when Darling looks smug, does that look different from her resting face at all?
I can't imagine.
No, not really. Just like arms crossed,
Okay,
like nodded head. It's like
She
good,
knocked
yeah,
that
good.
smug
I
look
just
off
wanted to
my
make sure.
face, but luckily for me, underneath, I was wearing an even smugger look.
Smug. Yeah. Do you guys want me to take it away? I'll take it away.
Take it away, Dwayne.
Take it away! Take it away! Take it away!
Take it away now.
You can't do any more.
You're brave and I love it. So, how can I help you today?
Well, again, we are trying to track down the brainless of Maguses, who is your immortal blood enemy since times immemorial. So if you could assist us with that, we would appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll get right on it.
And some of your finest fried chicken. I sound like the Colonel in my head, and I hate it. We'll get there.
Perhaps also
Fried chicken? Sure, I guess.
the gems, since they're all blank.
Well, now that you mention it, we probably got to go on some sort of mystic quest. Just like this guy put the juice back in that crystal, I bet there's one for all the other ones, and we got to go get those, and then we can do stuff. That's probably it, right?
Sure, you could try that, I suppose.
Where are all your siblings right now? Do you have a map?
Oh yeah, I keep a very special map. It's just rolled up back here and has their exact location, strengths and weaknesses.
Do you have like?
No, I don't have a map.
Do you have like a room where like inside of it there's like little statues of all the different colors of your siblings, and you can talk to them there? And also, if you put your hand on it and wish really hard, you can just go live where they live, and you could bring us too.
That's pretty cool. I should start working on that.
You should get some people to start working. That's pretty cool.
Maybe in 2,000 plus years, I'll have that.
All right,
Maybe I'll put it on a collection of ships.
We're gonna go step through a door that leads to a universe that works very different time-wise, and we'll be back in about 2,000 years. It'll be 2 seconds for us. but you get that knocked out.
Right. So I will spread word about the Grand Magus and see if I can find him. In the interim, I'm going to need some help from you.
Okay.
Perfect. There's a town nearby. Well, nearby is relative to the Red Roost, but from where you were, and they've had disappearances at night. People just vanishing during the festival, and frankly, it needs to stop. Can you guys go deal with that? It could be something nefarious. It could be something magical. It could be just murder or kidnapping, something more mundane. But it could be the Grand Magus or somebody who's working with him too.
What's in it for us? I mean, well, not for us, but
We're gonna get
why are
his
you?
help.
Why are you invested? Why you're an all-powerful being, and is there not like a
Because
local?
they're doing this
Marshals?
during the near.
But how many of you speak Draconic?
Me and
Darling. And, yeah.
Yeah.
You two would know that that's the dragon word for alignment.
can you say the sentence again now that I have the context of that?
Yeah. These disappearances are happening during the near, and I can't have that.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that. So it's something to do with.
Alignment?
Like with planets?
It's more.
Is this like an astrology thing?
Yeah, kind of. We look up to the stars and we appreciate the alignment of the world that we have. There's a whole festival. Some towns celebrate it, some towns don't. I tend to take it very seriously because I think it's an important celebration.
That sounds fun as hell. I'll take any excuse to party.
Oh, it's a good party.
What
So we
makes
should
you
stick
think
around
it?
for that?
Well, yes, because it's going to be fun. But what makes you think it's part of the Grand Magus?
I'm not sure entirely, but it's kind of a gut feeling, you know. That town, Stoneheart, isn't known for its popularity or anything like that. It's kind of weird that people would suddenly go missing. And I hadn't thought much of it other than maybe just, you know, vampires or some random bullshit like that. Then you guys showed up at my door. Kind of strange circumstances. A bunch of people are missing, and then you guys show up.
Well, did it
I'm
start
not-
today? Because we've been here for like a day.
It did not. The
Okay,
timing
so
is
we're
just bad, it
probably
seems.
good.
Yeah. I never thought you were the perpetrators. Your timing, more so. Whatever's happening is you guys, as a result of you guys.
Even if it was
Being here.
incidental as a result of us, I would be very bummed. But luckily, we just got here today.
Well, kind
Well,
of yesterday. We did sleep.
Oh, yesterday.
Sure. I think we got off on the wrong foot here. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying they lined up, and now I think it's weird.
I just my thing is that they don't line up. Because you said this has been going
Yeah,
on for
but it
more
seems-
than a day, and we just got here.
But
Right.
it's not on us. It might be on the Grand Magus because he arrived here before us.
Well, is that the royal? You don't lump me in with the Grand Magus.
That's.
He's
yes,
been
I
doing
just
stuff
meant
like
since
we're not-
visitors have
I
started
don't
coming.
even know.
Sure. Yeah. So Stoneheart. That's where I need you to be.
How do we get there?
We got options. Option 1, Jakar takes you back to that fancy little portal I'm sure he made.
Option 2, I send you through a portal right now.
Can we take Drakkar with us if he makes the portal?
No, let him see his mother.
Yeah, I'm sure he saw his mother, and now he's ready to go out for another adventure. Is he a fighting type, or what are we looking at with Drakkar? What do you know about him?
We know he's a troublemaker.
Does he owe you some time out? Could you make him go as his master?
No. Well, yes, I could, but...
Great! We need a guide. Let's
you know
do
what?
it.
I just remembered you motherfuckers woke him up.
Yeah, but like he was in a timeout, and so it must have not been that bad if he's like romping around seeing his mother.
We address this. It's some other guy's fault for making the password open.
Yes.
Sure. Still unlock the door. So
Yeah, so what if
No,
like
he
his
cannot
punishment
go with
is he could go with us instead of
No.
going back into a stone, and that way he serves his time, and we have a guide.
I mean, you can't really blame a guy for saying the word open. What if I was talking to my sister in Draconic and I was like, hey, that really nice restaurant that we went to last week, you think it's open right now? Then he would be like, that's not on me.
You know what? Both of you make very valid points. He still can't go.
All right. Okay, so I guess portal now makes sense. No need to wait on Drakkar.
Sure.
I mean, is there anything else that we want to do or see in this town? I mean, we're probably not going to come back here. Is there any? I'm asking you, provider. Is there anything we shouldn't miss while we're here? You only live once.
Well, the Red Roost is amazing. This is, of course, my home. There's so much you could enjoy. Food, equipment, potions, women, men, somewhere in between. Your choice, really. We've got mostly everything you could want.
I mean, it sounds like maybe we
Except for Drakkar, you can't have
spend the night and we leave tomorrow. I mean, or maybe not. I'm not I don't really want to stay and do a shopping episode or anything.
Well, I've got like 13, 14 days because the patron, remember?
Yeah, so we should rush and probably take the portal right now.
Hey, Vaughn.
I love that. That's great. Yeah, that's a good idea. We should go right now.
I do. I love the internal struggle he has of, yeah, we should go, but, like, we're in a Dragon City, guys.
Like, it sounds pretty cool here.
Like, you know, listen, if we were to risk your life, this would be a reason for it, darling.
I mean, it's 13 days. We could spend, I don't know, let's call it 7 days here.
You know what? That's
go
a
1 or
good point.
2.
Let's just do an even 9.
I'm not saying that we okay, we'll give ourselves a week. We'll give ourselves 7 whole days. And that, if we can't do it in a week, then really we don't deserve to leave.
You really need 2 weeks to enjoy the Red Roost, honestly.
Well,
It's not worth it if you're only here for a week. Okay, we should go right now.
Well, you
Please
know,
open the portal.
it's a watered-down experience.
but it's also possible they might go to Stoneheart as well. She'll look at her dragon-loving brother. And visit the people. You might have a chance.
We might come back. Is my point. Maybe on the way back
Sure.
home.
You know what? If you help Stoneheart, open invitation.
A free park hopping pass.
That's right. Maybe by the time you're back, I'll have those statues you talked about, and we can just jump between them.
That would be very cool. All right, let's
That would be
go.
very cool.
Portal time.
Okay. Yeah. So these portals on free, 20 gold ahead.
We'll take Drakkars. It's like actually right over there. Will it cost you a spell slot or any sort of trouble? Because like we'll go.
And so he pulls a pen from his pocket, and he essentially just draws a door and opens it. And he says, all right, well, good luck. I'll see you soon. Hold on. And he pulls a gold coin with a dragon head on it. Who's the most responsible here?
I take it. It's got a dragon on it. I already have it.
Yeah,
I'm looking
so you
at
take
it.
I already have it.
Yeah, so whenever you need to come back, when you're done, you get just
tell this coin, the Red Roost in Dracan. And you'll go back. Make sure you're holding hands.
Hey, so where are we at right now? Like what area? Like his house, or just kind of outside, or what's the setup?
Right now you're in his chambers, essentially. No,
we're at
no,
the
he
gate.
can't. No, sorry. You're outside. He came and met you guys. That's
Oh,
right.
okay. We're out that kind of area where we were like
So
hanging out with.
the portal that Drakar opened is directly behind us.
Yes.
No, it closed.
No, we had to walk through the village and whatnot. Or did we?
Oh,
No, we're at the gate. You came to
yeah, we're
us.
at the gate still.
We didn't walk.
We waited
Yeah,
forever.
but
It
you
was
guys,
so hot.
you guys saw those people going by.
And it was so hot. Remember, we were sweating to death. And he went to get us some ice water, brought it back, and we were waiting.
I was so sure that he came back and was like, "The boss will see you now," and like we went in there. But I know, I guess the boss did come to us.
Yep.
You're right, and I'm wrong. Absolutely.
We're
He just,
outsiders
like,
to the village.
He just walked down and was like, "A half elf walks towards you."
All right, yeah, just use that coin to return. Exit stage right.
Exit stage right.
Alrighty then. And I will.
If you face the other way, I don't know how stage directions work. I'll go.
Bye. He says a more significant goodbye to Gwarp.
I mean, I speak Draconic. What's his sound like?
No, it's not. It's not like something that you don't understand or anything like that. Like you guys all get a bye. He gets a more bye. I'll see you soon.
Farewell, dear friend.
I love
Yeah,
you.
you are my kin, and
Make
I
good
do
decisions.
like you. Yes.
Be home by
Remember
midnight.
that the two-leggeds, they're not to be trusted.
I agree.
Yeah, so you guys step back out, and you guys are you're off track a little bit because if you remember, Jakar like walked a bit before he could open the portal. So you essentially have to go 2 days to the right, or a day and a half to the right to get to Stoneheart, to get back on track. Is there anything that you guys want to cover or do on the way to Stoneheart?
Real quick, family and Aussie meeting. Let's just maybe do like a real quick recap, because I feel like, darling, you know a lot more about what's going on than we do, because you got all this time stuff going on, and you were there kind of like from the beginning of all this, and like, if you don't tell me some stuff, I won't know it.
So, what I would like you guys to do, because this is just perfect, what I want is you to tee this up into Darling giving like a 5-10 minute monologue of her version of the events, almost to serve as like a season 1 recap inside this episode.
Great. I love that.
And Abon has to do it. Hooray!
Yeah. Yeah. From Darling's point of view. It doesn't have to be like perfect. It will have narrative bias to it, which I think is even better. Thoughts?
Go for it. I think we all need it.
You want me to do a whole? I was like, you.
Start with
But
campaign
you don't
1.
have to, it doesn't.
Recap campaign 1, 2, 3, so that everyone gets how the stories mix together
that makes
into
sense, yeah.
season 1 of campaign 4, and then do where we are.
So
What I would
I was
like,
just thinking-
what I would like,
Go
are the
ahead,
different
yeah.
voices in Darling's head that understand timelines to start chiming in, which is all you guys and your characters from those timelines.
you just want Abon to improv that off the dome right this second.
Yeah, though, because I don't want it. It doesn't need to be like it's not like she would sit down and be like, "All right, how do I want to tell this story?" Da da da. She's gonna do it off the cusp of whatever you ask.
You should read your notes in the Darling voice, and anytime that it's like disjointed or doesn't make sense, she's like, time. It doesn't make. It hurts my head.
Well, Dad sent us the letter. We went over to Agos and did some exploration and ran into a bunch of shit. Lost various siblings along the way, and that wasn't great. Some dragon things in a temple. Lost Vera to some sort of weird creature, and Kato exploded. She'll, blink for a second, kind of, living in that memory. And then we did some wandering, and God knows what. And eventually we run into Dad and go into the tunnel and pick up a bracelet, because Dad wanted us to do a thing. And that had Castiel in it, and then we stuck him in soup quite often.
Uh-huh.
You could ask us why, I don't know. I think it was tasty. Maybe. So then there's Tuk Tuk, and Tuk Tuk tells us many a thing, and he's actually a spy, kind of, but really just a spy because he's a very young chief of all of his people. So that's fine. And we end up in the Fey Wilds, because she's just, ticking her head back and forth, trying to, put all the pieces together. Not sure if she's getting it right at all. Then we go back, but I forgot about the rock. We got the rock in some cave. We almost lost Maid, but she's okay. But then we get the rocks and put them in the portal. And the portal kind of does the thing because Dad wants you to explore the next. And then we all hopped in. And there were many doors. Time went by forwards, backwards. No, forwards. Forwards a lot. Dad got lost. Dad left without us while we explored doors. Then we went back to what we think is our door because it had the right story characters of all the people that existed in our time of Atlas, Kristoff, Rowan Findle, them. They also appeared in some various things. Then I went to go see... Grand Magus somehow ended up here. And then... she's kind of fumbling. Trying to get time. We somehow got the time cradle because we ran into Dad again. And then we went into the time temple and experienced things. And then I went back into time, but everybody got lost in time. And then... everything was gone. Paul went into a very deep sleep. And Gus left me to go back home to take care of Paul. And Dad's missing. Grand Magus is missing. The time cradle's missing. I go into the time temple again, become the Time Lord. For years and centuries, or was it seconds and minutes? Or was it yesterday? But then I get all the rocks again from the portal after venturing out. And then I find you guys, because you guys are the best at dragging things and finding things.
That's a very sad story. All of our family has died or has gone away or is... Poor Barbara.
Well,
I miss him.
If you think about it, there's 236 of us last time I counted. So if you weighed up all the Derringers that are having a great time versus all the Derringers that are having a really bad time, I think it's probably a net positive.
Maybe someday we'll be the net positive. But I guess we're going to be the ones to save us all.
Maybe.
Somebody's
I
gotta
hope
do
so.
it.
I just want to be alive. Tell Dad he keeps messing up, but that's fine.
We'll turn him into a baby next time you see him.
I could possibly do that. And then we become the Derringers that take care of Dad.
Then we raise him to not be such a fuck.
What a fucking conundrum that puts Osiris in.
We'll come to your house and we'll live in it for free.
I went from
and we'll
loving you to
raise
changing your
dad.
diapers, and not in the order I thought it would be.
If you guys think that Campaign 2, what are their names? Do you think that was a cute story? Why do you hear the story about the grown man and the baby who were once in love?
What race is this?
I mean, canonically, that's official, guys. That's official, shippers.
So, baby Declan and Osiris.
I was just waiting until he turned 18.
Whoa.
Again.
Whoa, no.
I said again.
Somewhere Tuck Tuck
Again,
is shaking
it's
his
true.
head slowly.
It's kind of like the guys who are like, oh yeah, this is my wife. It was like, she's 12 years old. It's like, actually, she's a 1,000-year-old dragon.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's very legal. I'm like, and not
It's
you know.
very different. Sorry, what is your race, Osiris?
Human.
Oh yeah, never mind. That's gonna go terribly. If you're like an elf,
You thought like maybe
you could
okay.
just like live for another 100 years, right? Not a big deal.
It's like an 18-year hall pass as an elf.
Oh. Just fries his own grandpa's, but I just kind of
I just
brought
love the
in my
confirmation
head.
that
Oh, no.
Osiris and Daddy Derringer are sweet lovers.
We are not. I don't even want to go.
Tenderly.
He's been a bad boy. When I find him, I'm going to bend him over my knee and tell him, give him the old what for.
I really wish you wouldn't talk like that about my father.
especially while he's a baby. Oh. Wow. Good recap, darling.
Thank you.
Good joke, Stefan.
Thank you.
Thanks for showing up, Shane.
I do my best.
You were a catalyst to that joke. You're the best.
Every RPG player knows that the scariest final boss isn't Tiamat, Vecna, or Orcus. Why? It's none other than scheduling a game, that foul beast. It's no one's fault they can't make it. Tim? So how do we get a game together that is exciting, fresh, and worth exploring? The answer is plainly Roleplay Revolution. Roleplay Revolution allows you to generate ready-to-run adventures in minutes. It comes complete with NPCs, monsters, maps, and more. What a hoot! Your adventures can be highly complex for even the most intelligent, or as simple as you require. Isn't that right, Timmy? Roleplay Revolution has powerful tools that let you tweak your adventure after initial creation, so don't worry about all those last-minute great ideas that you come up with. You start by just throwing out some of your favorite themes, movies, games, etc., just to get the juices flowing a bit. Want to mix high fantasy with your favorite RPG title? Well, go crazy. A mustachioed plumbing brothers and steampunk? You got it. Your imagination is the limitation. Roleplay Revolution allows you to create the game you'd love to run, but just don't have the time to write. To spice it up even more, let's assume that Tim and your other quote-unquote friends are indisposed for a long period of time. Never fear! Roleplay Revolution has an AI-powered DM named Oracle. That's nice. That will never leave and keep its time commitments. Oracle will run the adventures you generate for you. You can run the adventures solo with Oracle, or have a GM for you and your friends. It's free to try, but we, Lawful Stupid, hope you'll hear this and go for the annual subscription. If you purchase the annual subscription and use the code LawfulStupid at checkout, you'll get a whopping 20% off the total price. Head on over to roleplayrev.com and let the games begin.
Alright, so you guys are in the middle of your catch-up conversation before we had a crazy tangent.
Okay, well, that's a lot, but you have my special interest. You have all the knowledge I have dragons. It is yours.
You have my dragon.
Yeah, I was trying to do like you have my axe, but you have. Yeah.
I got you. Oh, good. Otherwise, I think I was going to run out of brothers. Or sisters.
You have so many. 236 by my last count. And I'm updating. I'm crossing out the list, the names that you've just told me. Zebra, Kato.
So I just put together how this looks with her recap. So she's been on this dangerous adventure. Multiple of her siblings have died, except Gus. Wink! He's gone to take care of May and Paul.
And Paul,
she's got all these dead
totally
bodies
fine.
around her, and you guys are just like, "Yeah, no, we got you." Add 2 to the list. Darlene's the big bad. She's been hunting all the Derringer kids.
I want to be an only child.
When I saw the whole of
You will
time,
have to love me then.
I've seen everything that has ever been, ever will be, ever could be, and there was only one commonality. There can be only one Derringer.
236 tails at that point. Jesus.
It's too many.
That's what the tales we the whole time we thought it was levels. It's her Derringer
It's
kills.
siblings. Yep. It's her Derringer kill count. What's your body count? And she looks back at her tails. 6. You said with 6 people? Oh, what are you talking about? Enjoy your conversation. Go on.
All right.
And well, refocused and understanding what we need to do. I'm ready for sleep.
So we go to Stone Art, and we're gonna find out why people are missing, and that's the favor that the proprietor needs to do for us to do what now? For him to just see if he finds a bead on Old Man Derringer, yeah?
I thought he was gonna point us in the direction of his siblings so we could get the stone juice.
So he's looking for his siblings while we're out. Is that right? He just doesn't know where they are yet, and so he's doing us a favor to find them.
He's doing some recon on his family.
As well as
And
the
we've-
Grand Magus.
And we've got
Well,
13 days to figure out this time cradle business, yeah?
Or I'll be dead. You might be fine afterwards.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We don't want any more of us to die. At least where we can control it. Like, maybe old age is a way to go. But I don't intend to see that anything happen to you.
Oh, I don't think I'll ever die. At least by old age.
Yeah, I imagine in this scenario you're kind of just rewritten, like you never existed. So, like, I won't be able to mourn you, so I'm gonna do it a little bit right now.
Well, I think
Yeah.
You are too good for this world!
I'm very uncomfortable.
I pretend to play the world's smallest violin between my fingers.
Hold me, Gorp!
Well, I think he's drinking a bit too much of the sauce. He's been all the way here.
Well, I won't. Wife's one tear away. I won't be able to do it later. So that's how much I care about you. That's kind of what it would look like if I would remember you, which I won't because you will have never existed.
But I do exist. I just
But
from
you will-
another time.
You won't have wooden then.
In that timeline, she was definitely dead.
I'm starting to get it, I think.
You'll get it tomorrow.
Or yesterday.
No, tomorrow.
Fuck.
Now, whether it's in 5 minutes or 5 hours or tomorrow being 5 days.
Is there any chance tomorrow is this afternoon?
It could be.
Okay, all right. Now I'm back.
All right, well, I'm going to turn in and then hope that we can make it bright and early in the morning. Time is of the essence, is what I'm gathering. And we want to do this quickly.
Is it already nighttime and I missed it?
No, I'm just turning in right now. I like to sleep during the day.
Have you turned into a vampire?
Or did it only... people work night shifts. You know that, right? That's what... Keep the world going.
Osiris has been working nights all this week. He's been working the graveyard shift down at the graveyard. He's moonlighting there, under the
He's been
moonlight.
working the graveyard shift at a place called Stoneheart.
A
lot of missing people.
The ground tastes different when graveyards. That's true. That's a little bit
that's the people.
acidic.
Yeah, it's the people in
People
there.
taste.
Changes the
people.
the nitrogen
It would be a good
in the
place
soil.
for you to have an archaeological dig.
I do find
These bones seem recent.
bones everywhere.
Every time Ozzy does an archaeological dig, he just puts his mouth to the raw dirt and sucks.
There's bones in there. There's definitely
You want a
bones in there.
shovel? This one's made by Atlas. Nope.
I don't need no shovel.
Don't you dare! You need to get away from my accent.
Don't you put your shovel near this ground. It will taint the taste.
That's better.
All right. Sounds like we've got a plan. Step 1, Stoneheart. Solve problem. Step 2, back to proprietor. Get info and go wherever he tells us to.
Yes.
Perfect.
Dwayne, who are you in this scenario?
The DM.
The god.
Great. Please, Lord, hurry up.
I keep trying. But so hard.
Really?
We're walking.
Was that you trying? So you guys,
The fans love it.
begin to
Tell them, fans.
the trek to Stoneheart. Excuse me. Like I said, it's like half a day of rest and another day. So when you get there, it's dark. Cool. So you approach Stoneheart, which is a quaint little town known for its beautifully crafted stonework buildings. They have cobblestone streets that kind of wind through the town. It's not a very big town. You can tell that there's like several families and stuff, but you wouldn't classify it as like it has everything. So as you approach Stoneheart, you can kind of start seeing these like lights almost like dancing in the air from where you guys are. And you're approaching and you're hearing music and chatter and almost you hear a festival. You hear the near. And so you guys can hear that music and those lights kind of floating between buildings. And I assume you guys approach into the town without hesitation or...
I mean,
yes.
I don't know why I would hesitate.
Yeah, sounds like they're having a good
Keep
time.
going, yeah.
Yeah, so you guys come into Stoneheart. And the closer you get, obviously, the louder the music gets. Roll me a perception check, everybody.
Everybody.
Oh.
22 for Drake.
15 for Darling.
Oh!
My passive is 16, but I rolled a 9, which is a 10. Well, it's at 16 because of my effect. That if anything below 9 or below gives me a 10.
I
Perfect,
rolled
so
a
16.
natural 2.
There should be a reliable talent toggle on D&D Beyond
Yeah.
that just takes any dice roll
And just
lower
flipped.
than 9 and just bumps it to 10.
Mm-hmm.
That would be nice.
They
You
heard
have
you. Well, now
unlimited
that it's
use
at,
of that, right?
what's that?
Because reliable talent's like unlimited use, right? It doesn't have like
Yes, there's no like
it's
every
not use
day.
this a number of times
Yeah.
equal to your dexterity modifier.
Nope, it's just forever.
Right.
And now that you've put this episode out, they will steal it because that's what they do.
That'd be great. I wouldn't even be mad about that one.
Please.
Be useful.
Take it. You can have that one. The other ones you still owe royalties on, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm. And I will collect.
Yeah, so everybody, it sounds like everybody got above a 15. So one thing that you guys all notice as you guys come into this fair, or this festival, is there's music playing, but as you guys start walking, you don't see anybody fucking playing music. And so as you're coming through this festival, there are not tents, but there's booths set up, right? There's a bunch of different booths. There's food vendors. There's games set up. There's like attractions and stuff like that. A lot of people have on masks, like celebration masks, but some are like dragons, some are hawks, some are just plain, some are, wildly painted. But not everybody has masks. Some have full, some have half, some have like the masquerade eyes. You can tell that everybody's just having a good time.
As we walk through, Drake's gonna just be like nodding to anybody that we pass, just like joyous alignment to you, merry alignment, happy alignment.
Are you saying alignment in common?
Nope. Maybe. Yes, I am. I'm saying alignment in common. The final answer.
Happy alignment. What? Is that even...
That's what near means.
Yeah, you get a positive reaction from people, nod or happy near to you.
This is my favorite way the stars look. I love it when they're in this order.
Yeah, so you guys hear this music playing and these lights that are like dancing in the air. They are like almost like ghastly or a little on the creepy side, even though they're colorful. But like when you look up, it's kind of spooky looking. And
multicolored will-o-wisps.
Yeah, they're like ghastly in origin. These lights, and while everybody's having a good time, you can tell that everything is decorated like either to honor dragons or to honor death. They're a little spooky. It's a spooky vibe in most of the festival. But like I said, there's a bunch of attractions. Where do you guys want to, or a bunch of shops, and where do you guys want to start with this town?
I want someone to guess my weight.
I want to
Working
find
out.
cool masks so we blend in.
I want to find the horse races that people bet on, and I want to enter on Gorp seeming into a horse. Darling, can you be cool? We guess that's better.
All right, so
A unicorn with a top on it. And I'm racing. I'm sorry, Pegasus. I keep fucking that up.
Pegasus, yeah. So Osiris, there isn't somebody like guessing weight, but I can tell you some of the games that you do see, if you're interested.
Yes, I am. I love it.
Okay, so you see, there's a bunch of games, but 3 really stand out to you. One is like a scavenger hunt type
Done.
of game.
Let's do it. That's it.
You don't want to hear the rest?
I would like to hear
No,
the rest
no.
in case maybe there's one I'm good at.
Then there's one called, or there's one where you're like dueling with wands, and they're like set to stun or whatever. You can tell people that are playing don't die, but there's a winner and a loser.
Laser tag.
And then there's crystal ball gazing, where you can kind of like look into the crystal ball and see something about yourself or your future past.
That one specifically.
I feel like
I-
Darling's gonna
for
pick
dark.
that one just
It's a very
for
targeted
Can
thing.
I break it?
I would very much like to do the wand.
situation.
Okay.
So can you do all of them, Dwayne, one at a time? As we split the party 3
Yeah,
ways.
here we go. It's our mini
Yeah.
apps right here.
Yeah, no,
Sure,
we'll
absolutely.
hold the prizes and the cotton candy and all of that stuff while one of us like goes off to do the thing.
I would love to see a 3-panel fucking comic where it's the person doing the event and the other two like holding candy and stuffies and stuff, and then the next panel is the next event and the other two siblings
We're in a
holding
photo
the stuff.
booth.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good.
That's so good. All right, cool. Osiris, we'll start with you. You head to the Spectral Scavenger Hunt. And so there are basically there's all these festival goers that they're lining up, and they go to this booth, and they say the booth runner tells you that this is the Spectral Scavenger Hunt, and what you have to do is follow a series of clues throughout the town, throughout the festival, and there's glowing orbs scattered around. And if you're able to find one of the orbs by following the clues, then it is possible that they're full of ancient wisdom or power. And it like says that with a very grand selling point to
Yes.
it.
I would love to partake in your hunt, please.
Excellent. And he hands you the first clue.
And it says Indraconic.
in Elvish. No, and your first clue basically, instead of giving you a bunch of clues and having you solve a bunch of riddles, because
Right,
that's
yeah.
time consuming, I'm going to have you roll an investigation check.
Investigation is not my strong suit. I think I'm gonna spend. That was a 3. I want to do well in this. Just make sure I've got it. Yeah, I'm gonna burn a. Well, hold on. This is make it an ability check or saving throw. Is it count me as like is that what I'm doing? Is doing like an
It's an ability check.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a like what? You can spend 1 to roll an additional d20 and choose which one. Obviously, which one you use. So I'll roll a d20. Basically, it's
Yes, it's advantage on you.
yeah, much better. It says 18.
Okay, great. With an 18, you get... there's this clue, and basically you're able to ascertain that the clue is leading you to the apple, Dunking for Apples event. And so you go over there, you put your face in there, and at the bottom you can tell there's like a tightly wrapped note in a bottle, and you're
I
able
bite it out. Yeah,
you bite it out.
I'm bobbing
and
for that
you,
thing.
You pull out another clue and roll me another investigation check.
Oh, this is so fun. Okay. That's a 16.
Yeah, so with a 16, the clue leads you to the edge of town, almost on the edge of the forest. As you're approaching, you see another figure heading to where you're heading. What do you do?
What, is there kind of a what do they look like? Can I see? Is it just like a silhouette? How far are they? away?
No, you can kind of see it looks like somebody from the festival is just ahead of you.
And it's just one person, you're saying?
Yeah, there's like a person ahead of you heading towards where you're going for the clue.
Okay, hang on. Shoot, man, I don't...
Roll a trip.
Dude, I mean, yeah, I want to do
Dash
something non-lethal.
something or don't, right? Like, you're just moving at normal pace. It's not like you're sprinting.
I would like to stealth and like trip this person.
Use your ball bearings.
Yeah, sure. Roll. We'll say sleight of hand. See if you can trip them without them noticing that you were the problem.
That is an 18, and actually, because it takes it to 10, it's 25.
Jesus, what? That's a heavy modifier.
Plus 15.
Yeah. So you were able to move by and nonchalantly trip them. I mean, this is just a person, right? Like, you're a fucking high level adventurer, right? So you of course was going to trip them. It's just whether they notice or not. So you're able to do that, and you go get to the next clue. And this continues on. Roll an investigation check.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. 11.
So you're able to make it through these clues, but you started getting like hung up, right? You have found yourself essentially in an alley behind a restaurant, and you can see hanging between the alleyway. There's like this silver bell just kind of ringing, but your clue basically is telling you that silver bell is one of those orbs.
Okay.
On the opposite side of you is another scavenger hunt participant, and they're looking at that bell. They're looking at the staircase, trying to see if they can make the jump or whatever. What do you want to do?
So we're like equidistant from this bell that's hanging
They're a
above
little
us.
bit closer, but it's not noticeable. You know what I mean? It's not like they're 10 yards and you're 30.
Do they know that I am looking at it? Like, is it obvious that I've...
Yeah, you're both staring up at the bell, right? Like, you both go down the alley, you see each other, see the bell, lock eyes.
Okay, well, then I will pull from my bag. I have a... Sorry, this is the first time I will have used this, I believe. And I don't remember the name of it. It is called Bag of Tricks. And you guys probably know what it is, but it's got... I can pull a fuzzy object from the bag and throw it up to 20 feet. When the object lands, it transforms into a creature that I determine by rolling a d8, consulting the table. So I'm going to do that right now.
Perfect.
So the d8 I'm going to roll is going to be it's a 4. So I'm going to go back to my inventory and see what that tells me from the table. Let me find that, because actually in here it takes me just to like where all the monsters are. I'll be fine where. Oh, the 4 is a boar.
Boar, yeah. So yeah, you throw this fuzzy object forward, it hits the ground, and poof, a giant boar shows up in front of him, in front of the figure, and you hear the wildest of screams as they are face to face with this boar and slowly backing out of the alleyway.
Yeah, and then I want to like get on the boar's back and like jump up to the bell and grab that thing down.
Yeah, it's cool. You definitely do that, and you like leap up and jump up with one hand. You grab the bell. There's like a freeze frame. It plays a song, "Don't You Forget It," and then you land. So yeah, you won. You won the scavenger hunt. And you find you're gonna find an amulet. It's like a very simple silver disc, and it's got a silver chain.
Amulet on silver chain. Shape, like general shape
Of the amulet, it's like a silver disc.
Yeah. Oh, disc. You said that. Okay. Okay, and I can tell what kind of. Or was that an old character? I'm getting my characters mixed up. What kind of magic is coming from this thing? I can tell.
Is that this character or is it the last character?
No, that's not. Actually, it's my last character. Just carry on. Dear Lord, we're all rolling together. Okay, cool. I have this cool thing, and I will ask probably.
Do you put it on?
About it later. Because you asked me, yeah, I do. I'm proud of this. I'm proud of the victory.
Good.
I'm gonna put it on and go back to that. Presumably, head back and be like, hey, what's this?
Hold on. You put it on. So that's. You turned your stone, and slowly that disc starts to glow.
And then I become the thing that the dragons live in when they're bad boys.
That's right. Yeah, and you become their vessel for when they're gonna shove themselves inside of you. I was wondering how those statues were
and
made.
Osiris loves that life. He becomes the thing he's hunted for, or an artifact.
Yeah. All right, just pulling up Osiris's sheet here. Did you update your sheet?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, excellent.
Chaotic neutral, if that's what you're looking for.
It is. I was just trying to save you from having to say it out, but that's fine. You put on this disc, and it starts to glow purple. And in the center of the disc, there's like this swirling looking vortex with a jagged lightning bolt going through it, and that's the symbol that's on your amulet.
Cool.
And it's got a soft glow of purple. Yeah,
All right.
you did it. Congratulations, you won.
Thank you. And I'm gonna head. Then the end of that would be me like walking out with this boar, just kind of trotting behind me as we make our way back to the center.
Fred? That's Fred. You've known Fred this whole time. Come on now. Yeah, that's weird. Does it just... Hold on.
What is it? What happened to me?
Is alive. Like, transfer... And he's actually... It doesn't dismiss until... It doesn't say when the animal gets dismissed. That's what's funny.
So it never does. He's there.
The creature vanishes... Oh, there it is. The creature vanishes
What,
at next
dismiss it?
dawn. Or when
Poor
it
guy.
hits 0 hit points. It's just the same soul in different creatures. I'm a fucking rat this time.
I like that idea actually.
Yeah, so that was your game. Next, we have Drake, and Drake wants to do the duel. So Drake, you go up to this like long ring essentially. There's like a waiting line, and then there's a ring. And you can see there's two people in there dueling with these wands, and you approach the ethereal dueling competition. And so, yeah, you can tell that they're doing spells and stuff like that. And there's these wands that you can pick up if you choose to participate.
I would love to participate. One thing that I am going to do is take an extra stock that I whittled for my rifle and try to crudely tape the wand onto it so I can use it as a gun.
Sure. Yeah, so you pick up this wand, and you can see there's like a little sheet that's like, here's how you fucking do shit. And it basically shows you like an attacking motion where you throw your hand out, and then like a swiping motion that you would use for like defense, right? And then you go stand in line. And essentially the way it works is your line gets split into a couple different directions, so it's not like you face the person directly behind you. And it's essentially King of the Hill. So the winner keeps fighting until he loses. More King of Tokyo. Battle for Tokyo.
Single
You get in
elimination
there, you
tournament.
stay in there. Yeah, except for like, no. More in the sense that like King of the Hill, like if you win, you're there until somebody beats you.
Oh, I see.
So every newcomer, and the longer you can stay on the hill, the better your prize is.
I got it. Because I was going to say, why wouldn't you just want to go last? But yeah, got it. You want time on the hill.
Yeah, and people are constantly being added to the queue, right? Like,
yeah, got it.
or to the line. So you watch, and you can kind of see people shooting. You can see people like dodging and feinting, and you know that the objective is to hit your target 3 times. and that if you guard successfully and perfectly, it will reflect their attack.
If you do it 3 times in a row?
No, you just have to hit them 3 times. Kind of like martial arts, you hit them 3 times in a vital spot with a spell.
Okay.
But then you have the blocking, and if you block perfectly, you can reflect their attack back to them.
Got it.
So it's just 3 hits, because you can dodge, you can try to defend as well. So there's a couple different actions you have. So you watch these fights, and by the time you come up, you're next in line, and this person has been fighting for the last 4 people, knowing that the 5th one is when you get like the best prize. If you can go 5, you get like to choose from the large prizes, so to speak. And so I almost said Gus. So Drake, you take your gun stock and your wand, and you walk into this spring, and there's like a little line for each person to stand on, about 25 yards apart. And you raise your wand up, and that's where we're going to end this episode.
I like it.
That leads us into the outro. And Shane, you get to do the honor, the privilege to do our Roll for Humanity. And for Roll for Humanity, we are still doing UNICEF.
And yeah, they're super cool. All the nations, they united and they said children need emergency relief. So they got together and they said, hey, what if we did that when we trick or treat? And I love that. So we're going to roll some dice for them. And we have rolled a 9. $9 going to UNICEF to where the kiddies need it most. So hooray.
I have been doing some reflecting. So, sorry. That's amazing. 9's great. Last time I think we got 17, so that's amazing. That said, I have done some reflecting, and I don't like the end bit. It's clumsy. It's clanky. It sucks, honestly.
The AI failed us.
Yeah, we beat
the AI failed us. So I have chosen a different route. Every episode, I'm going to ask a would you rather question that I want you 3 to answer.
Okay.
I'm good at these.
So,
that's the bit.
This is a skill set I have.
Me and Alex Goring used to sit around for hours and do this on his front porch. Long into the night.
Okay. Would you rather, for the rest of your life, have to speak your mind? Like, there's zero filter. Wife, boss, everyone. Like, zero filter. For the rest of your life. And that's all communication, too, right? Like, that's not, like, you can't cheap out and be like, I'll write a letter and say, honey, I'm under a terrible curse. Like, no. Any communication you have, you're just super direct. Right? The second option is that you don't talk. You don't share your ideas. So, like, you can write and communicate as needed, but you're not going to share your ideas, your emotions, stuff like that.
Well, I'll tell you
It's
what.
a double-edged sword. Neither of them are perfect.
I'll tell you what, Dwayne. I'm already kind of doing the first one.
Yeah.
And it's not working out super great for me. So, like, I'll do the second one. That'd probably be a great boon for me.
Well, there you go.
I'll go unfiltered. Just everything. Everyone know everything.
You have a lot more trust in yourself than I do.
I don't give a shit. If I tell someone they're an asshole because they are an asshole, well, I mean it. Fuck that guy.
Neko, it's that like your communication is limited, right? Like the first choice is you just say everything, and the second choice is you are heavily filtered, so you barely speak if at all, and you like, hey, what do you want to eat? Do you want to go to the movies?
He shrugged.
Yeah. Thank you. That's good audio. Yeah. So
He shrugged.
So we've got one in each camp. Devin, where are you sitting?
Yeah, I don't really feel like sharing with you guys. So.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Figures
I
that
was
out.
really vulnerable during mine.
Thank you.
No, it's mine. I would
appreciate
take
it.
option 2. Yeah.
There you go.
I think there's potential for knowing what I know as a human and being living in the military and having that. It's probably just more benefit to me going.
Devin would leak government secrets immediately.
But
I'm a
but
spoilers.
Devin, here's the because I it's a double-edged sword because I'm with you. I don't want to say my mind what I say. I'm going to jail, guaranteed. It's not if, it's when. I'm going to say something dumb to somebody. But the second one, like you can't really teach your kids like meaningful lessons.
Too much potential
They
to
gotta
hurt
learn,
your
man.
kids with
Hey.
the first one.
They've got to.
I'm
They
not-
got to learn to swim.
Look, I'm all about the second one too because I don't trust my brain. But I was just thinking, like, as a part of that, like, there's times where I sit down and just talk to my kids and like tell them lessons and life lessons, and you wouldn't be able to do that because those are all dripped in like your emotion and your personality. Because you don't just walk with your kids and be like, "Don't run because I said so." Also, love is a lie. The world hates you. Like that's not how you do that, right? Like,
I'll be raising your children, Dwayne. It's not a concern for you.
yeah, but you're still gonna act the same way. So unless Kayla goes brutally honest, ain't nobody gonna.
Oh,
have
everyone in
any
the
way to,
world
like,
is subjected to this simultaneously.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. That's even funnier. I
It just gets
included her
real
'cause she would
fucking
be
quiet at like political rallies. It's just like fucking.
No cheering.
Here. Yeah, that was good. Cool.
It's too hard. It's too hard. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Do a less hard one next time, Dwayne. Be
Yeah,
like,
do a less
would
hard
you rather eat cotton candy or eat a big pile of dog poop?
Too hard.
Yeah.
Too hard. What did the dog
Would
eat?
you rather be happy or
What did the
have
dog
someone
eat?
pull your?
What was the dog? What did the dog eat cotton
You
candy?
know, it'd be a toss up
Because everybody in the world's being subjected at the same time. Are dogs being subjected to it? Because if the dog's being subjected to it, he's eating cotton candy while he's pooping. I assume it's all at the same time.
It's just a giant circle. It's a circle.
Oh no.
Well, listen. As we always
God.
say, we love you. Bye.
Oh my fucking goodness! This is we need to get our shit together.
And as you, oh my god, oh,
You good, homie?
that fart is so bad. I couldn't even fucking.
Dwayne's gonna stink himself
breathe
out of
for
his
a
recording
second.
studio. You gotta like turn the
No,
fan
it's my
on.
fucking dog behind me.
No
That's why I
context.
looked back. Oh, that's why I looked back.
It's
and
a
I was like,
weird
dude,
flex.
I thought you were looking
Dwayne.
back at your own butt.
Yeah, I did too.
No,
What them
dude.
cheeks do?
Oh my god.
What them cheeks do?
My own butt has betrayed me. My butt has stabbed me in the back.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn the fucking fan on. It's like fucking smothering.
I knew that was gonna
Butt
kill
stab.
that.
Sorry, Jens. Jesus. You ever got one of those that makes your fucking eyes water?
Oh no.
What did I feed you?
Pepperonis. That's the worst.
No. All right. Sorry.